Oh man, that's the truck to have. What's up guys, Paramoto here. How are you guys doing today? Today I am doing amazing and I hope you guys are too. I have to say right off the bat, if my camera angle is all messed up, I'm gonna have to apologize. It got kind of smacked and I'm kind of slowly starting to dial it back in. I don't know if you see a lot of the bike or a lot of the road right now. I'm slowly fixing it, so please be patient, bear with me. So hey guys, welcome to Topic Tuesday. The topic that I want to talk about is, are you ever too old to be riding a sport bike? This topic has been kind of swirling in the back of my mind now for a little while, and then it kind of just came to a point today when the Cycle Cruiser posted a video about him and all his friends going to cruisers and giving up the sport bike life. I'll be honest with you, I see this issue from both sides. Like, a lot of people just get sick of being uncomfortable and inconvenienced, and they want to ride a bike that's more conducive to like a normal person, honestly, like just being normal. Like, normal people need to be slightly comfortable at least, or at least just not in pain while they ride a motorcycle. They might need a place to put something that's not like just maybe your registration, maybe something with power everywhere instead of just power up high, even though like if you get a leader bike you'll have power everywhere. That's just the way leader bikes work. Dude decided to rev. You want to rev battle me? Got a Ducati, bro. But I've seen this on both sides. I've seen younger people start with cruisers and stay with cruisers, and I've seen older people like my age start with sport bikes and then go over to cruisers, go over to standard bikes, just go over to something more comfortable, you know, just a little bit easier to ride, a little bit easier to be your commuter. And like, I don't fault anybody for the decisions that they make, you know. Ooh, it smells good down here. Oh my god, we're gonna be going around you, dumb person. So anyway, I've seen older guys I've seen older guys do track days on Superbikes. I've seen older guys get a Superbike for the, very first time well into their 50s and 60s as like a, like maybe not so much a midlife crisis, but more of like a, I've made it, so I'm gonna treat myself kind of gift. And there's really nothing wrong with it. There's nothing that says younger people ride sport bikes, older people ride cruisers. There's nothing that says that. That's not written anywhere. That's not a rule. Generally though, the older that you get, the more you want function, and you want something that's just a little bit more practical. Honestly, like when I ride this bike, I love it. I love the fact that it dips and turns like so easy, just so nice. And then like, the fact that it goes as fast as you could ever want to go. That's highway patrol. It goes as fast as you could ever want to go. It goes as fast as you're ever going to need to go. And to be honest with you, that's a state highway patrolman. In the purple Charger, that's not even fair. We're gonna get all the way over and get out of their line of sight. But yeah, that's a freaking state highway patrolman in the purple Charger that I was just going, I'm not admitting to anything. Turn. Thank God. You see the SHP on the license plate? Like, that's the giveaway. Yeah, every time you see a Charger in North Carolina, look for SHP, because they can be real deep undercover here, and it's perfectly legal. But anyway, guys, every time I ride this bike, I thoroughly fall in love with it. I love this bike so much. It's one of the favorite things that I've ever owned in my entire life. But the fact of the matter is, when I ride it a half hour from North Raleigh to downtown Raleigh and then back, my wrist and my butt hurt. And eventually that gets kind of old. Eventually you're just like, man, I just wish I had something that I can just hang out on all day long and just enjoy. And you know what, that's not a dig against any particular Superbike, but that's just every Superbike. Every Superbike's gonna be uncomfortable because they're not meant for this. They're not meant for this at all. This is like ragging on pizza for not being cheese fries. Like, it's not that. These are track bikes. These are meant for, your adrenaline's going so fast, you don't need to be comfortable. So like, you can't really fault these bikes for being uncomfortable. That's like saying, oh man, that cruiser is so heavy, I hate riding it. Well, it's supposed to be heavy so it's more stable on the highway, because people go on long highway trips with them. So I think the perfect spot for a Superbike is in a stable of motorcycles. Like, you have your Superbike, you have your cruiser, you have your dual sport. That's the perfect spot. So you can just have that Swiss Army knife garage where it's like, oh, what am I doing? Oh, I want to get somewhere fast. Let's take the Superbike. Or I'm in a state that allows lane splitting. Let's take the super nimble thing that's really narrow and fast, and we'll take that, because that's the perfect tool for this job. I think on the spectrum, there's bikes that are sort of okay at a lot of things, like your KLRs and like your MT, FZO, series of motorcycles. Those bikes are generally good at a lot of things. These bikes are very good at like two things, and that's going really fast and looking really good. I mean, that's what these bikes are for, and that's why a lot of people get caught on them. But the fact of the matter is, you might be better served with a different kind of motorcycle that's not a superbike, regardless of age. You know, so I mean, like, the question is, like, are you ever too old for a superbike? I mean, I think that answer is no. I really do think that answer is no. Ooh, C8. There are better bikes for just about everything that this bike can do. Like, if you want to go super fast, that's what this bike's for. But, you know, if you want to take any sort of trips, there's way better bikes than a superbike. There's way better bikes out there than a Panigale. I think a lot of this topic goes back to the point where don't let anybody make the decision that you know is right for you. You know, like, if you really want a superbike, go get yourself a superbike. You know, and don't let age or anything else really stop you. There's so many haters out there when it comes down to motorcycles. Like, everybody thinks that they know what's right for you, and you're the only one that knows what's right for you. You know, so damn the haters. If you're a 50, 60-year-old man, you want to get a superbike for the first time, go get yourself a superbike, boo-boo. And on the flip side, if you're a 30-something-year-old dude and your friends used to all ride superbikes and you want out and you want to go try something new, that should also be encouraged. I mean, it really should be. It should be encouraged to ride every type of motorcycle and be well-rounded. We always fall in these niches. Like, we fall in these niches. Young people ride superbikes, old people ride cruisers. And it's like, we need to squash that, because you should be able to ride whatever kind of bike you want to ride without judgment. I love my superbike. F this guy. I love my superbike, but I also really love my cruiser. If you can call a Harley-Davidson Sportster a cruiser. I guess my point is, you can keep your rules off my body. That's my biggest point. My friends have kind of gone the opposite way of what Cycle Cruiser's friends have done. Like, those guys have gone sport bike to cruiser. My friends went to sport bikes, and now they really don't ride anything. And if they do ride, most of them ride like a multi-strada, or like you know, like maybe they're just a weekend dirt bike rider now. Like, they just don't feel like being on two wheels in this concrete jungle that we call Raleigh anymore. I feel like superbikes really fit my personality. I'm a dickhead. Like, I really am. Like, I just princess waved a Harley guy, and he just looked at me like, this crackhead. Like, that's me. That's just my style. I like being kind of a jerk. I like kind of going fast and weaving around cars. And, like, these bikes will literally do whatever you want them to do. It's all. I'm still infatuated with my superbike. There has been something like that creeps up in the back of my head every once in a while. Like, it's paid off. You could sell it and make like $9 grand, and then like go buy a rental house and make a bunch of money. You know, but then I ride it and I'm just like, nope, I love this bike, you know? And I really do think this is going to be one of those bikes that, you know, as far as what I feel right now at late May 2021, I think this is going to be one of those bikes that just hang out with you for a long time. You know, like I have my Italian Superbike, I have my cruiser, you know, and then I'm going to just upgrade them from time to time, and, you know, every once in a while, I'll add another bike. Like, I really would like to get back into dual sports because I loved my WR250. If you could be a dickhead on a superbike, you could be an extra big dickhead on a WR250. I'll guarantee you that. Another Corvette. The C7s don't look nearly as good as the C8s. I mean, they're both really cool though. I'll give you that. Very stormtroopered. I like it. It's also really hard to not feel special on a superbike like this. Like, they're just so cool. Like, everybody kind of gives you some attention. You know you're the fastest thing on the road, and there's really no, unless a V4 comes by or like a BMW S1000, you know, you're gonna be damn near the fastest thing on the road. It is like the perfect weather out here. It's like just about mid-80s. I can stay out here all day long. Tesla dealership. I actually rode in my friend's Tesla the other day. It was really funny. Like, you can do just about anything you want with like the electronics, and like he changed the horn to make a farting sound. So like every time he honks the horn, it just farts, and it just this nasty like diarrhea fart. You just like walking, like you just driving through a parking lot, you just hear. It's hilarious. And he has this freaking driving music. It just plays music over the freaking horn speaker. So he's got like ice cream truck music playing as we're just driving down the road, and we're just like, where is that coming from? This is hilarious, man. It's hilarious. Elon Musk is one of those people that I'm just happy that he's successful, just because he's so smart, and he's just kind of an asshole. He just does whatever he wants. He has FU money, as Joe Rogan says. I'm gonna run over to Sheetz. Sheetz is like one of the very few places around that has the monster I like. I'm obsessed with the Absolute Zero monster, and they were like one of the only places that has it around here. Everybody else has Absolute Zero of it. But anyway, guys, this is where I'm gonna leave you today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. It helps me out a ton. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you as always. Deuces, you.